Hi, I did a video recently where I did an experiment on how far air might come out of different parts of the flute when you're playing it due to the COVID-19 concerns. In that video, I was able to show how far away I could be from the candle flame when I was blowing directly from the flute head joint, and how much air might come out of the keys as well as how much air came out of the bottom of the flute when I was playing. And in that experiment, I actually was able to blow out the candle flame when I was fingered as low as a low C. Now when I finger a low C on the flute, it makes the tube quite long and it forces the air all the way through the flute and out the end. And the longer the flute is, the more air is going to come out that end. And in being able to blow out the candle, I had to be within 4 inches. But 4 inches is 4 inches, especially when you are playing an instrument that goes like right in the space of someone else next to you. And so I wanted to figure out a solution to that problem to see if there was anything that I can do. And I came up with this device. And it is a device that I put on the end of my flute. And I bring it down here. And I can play with this device on. It's not very attractive, but it's there. And I will show you how it worked in a similar experiment. I wonder what happens if I put the end by the flame. Again, I want to be very careful. I don't want to put my flute in the flame. I actually blew it out. Okay, so I actually went back and watched that just to be sure that I didn't do something weird. And yeah, I was able to blow that flame out. So I'm curious how far away I actually can be before I no longer move that flame. So I have an assistant here to help me align and measure my distance. So I'm going to start about 4 inches away, and I'm going to be playing a low C. So I can see that that's flickering. So I'm going to move a little further away. Okay. Further. How far is that? 12 inches?
We're at 7 inches now. We're at about a foot.
Okay.
If you go out a little bit more.
All right. Aligned?
Back up a little.
Still moves. Okay.
We're at about 16, 17 inches.
Okay. So that is pretty far. 18 inches and I can still move that flame just playing a low C. So I wanted to test this device that I created. It is a double layer soft fabric, and I created it to slide over the end of the flute like this. And it goes onto the flute quite a distance. The end of the flute is right here, so you can kind of see that's about an inch onto the flute. And then it comes out a little bit further. I have tested this with a tuner, and it does not affect the pitch of my lowest notes. I'm going to start by testing 8 inches from the end of the flute. Let's try it at 4 inches. I don't want to do this any closer because I don't want to set this device on fire. This should give us a good idea of if air is going to come through the end of this or not. So you can see that this device is actually effective in limiting the air that can come out of the flute and affect those around you. It would be interesting to see how this would work in a variety of ensemble settings. Check out my other video where I talk about how the wind defender can help protect the air around you from possible spread of COVID-19 while you play the flute.